Hey everybody, and welcome to Bits of Board, where we're talking board games, miniatures, cards, and dice. My name's Michael, and today we continue our expansion of Cool Mini or Not Bloodborne. Like I said, this is one of my favorite video games come to life as a board game, and now we are up to the expansion content. This video is going to be all about the Chalice Dungeon expansion and those Kickstarter exclusives. Super pumped to show them off, but the next video we're going to dive into all the other expansions that are on hand, and there are so many. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. All right, next up we've got the Chalice Dungeon expansion here, which is going to be super useful if you don't want to play through the different campaigns this game. This expansion allows you to experience the game through a series of one-shots, just like the Chalice Dungeon. In Bloodborne itself, you get to go in there, you get to experience what the game has to throw at you without having to push the story forward. For us board gamers, this means essentially an easy way to introduce players to the game, while also, I hope, allow for a challenging environment to test yourselves out once you're all familiar as well. So let's begin unboxing this one. Alright, now I'm expecting some rules, I'm expecting definitely some new content in here, so new minis hopefully, new rooms as well, perfect. Alright, so we've got our Chalice Dungeon rules, are very light on the rules, so it means very few changes to the game to play. That's kind of cool. And we have some of our room tiles, not double-sided. We've got our arenas. Yes, some of the... Okay, this is very cool. Maybe it looks like there's a few more icons floating around on the map tiles. I'll have to check that out. We have, yes, some new heroes for us to play with here. So the Beast Claw, which I never found on my first playthrough. Cool. We got the... What's this? Chicago? I'm not sure. Looks like a nice fiery sword we've got here. The Stake Driver, very cool. And then the Rifle Spear, which rifle and spear combination, very cool. Now we've got, we've got some greens for our players. So it looks like we're going to be turning this into a bit more of a, competitive game. Hunter versus Hunter. That's pretty exciting. But let's move on through, because from what I understand of this game, it is much more of a cooperative experience, so I'm excited to see that. And we've got all our other content here. Got a few batches of cards, looks like some boss cards there, throughout, some enemy cards there. But in here, it looks like, guys and gals, we have some more minis to unbox. Yeah, whoa, heaps more. All right. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. Last but not least, guys, we have the Blood Moon box, which is all the Kickstarter exclusive stuff that wasn't bundled into a new expansion. We've got Murgo's Loft, which I'll bundle in with the other expansions when we go through and unbox them. But yeah, hopefully we get a bunch of minis here. This was, after all, a Cool Mini or Not Kickstarter campaign. Let's dive in. Crack this box open. More hero player board things here. What weapons have we got? the Tornitrus, I've never had to say these before. Tonitrus, I bet, which is a nice little electric weapon we've got floating around. The Blade of Mercy here turns into 2 blades, always good. Ludwig's Uncanny Holy Blade. Uncanny? Why don't I know what that is? Ligarius's Wheel. Now, I remember skeletons with that, but not me. That's crazy. Kirkhammer, which is a little sword, which turns into a giant hammer. Pretty sweet. And the Burial Blade. Ah, a lovely little scythe thing going on. All right, we got new cards as per usual, but here we are for minis. Very pumped to see what we got in there, guys and gals. You ready? Let's see what we've got. Tons of minis, of course. This is exactly what I'm after here. All right, you ready to take a look? Let's do it. For sure. Tell you what, that Chalice expansion, while they're not some of the most memorable Bloodborne characters, I reckon there is a lot riding under the surface there, giving this game all the replayability it deserves. Because while I am a fan of scenario narrative driven games, this is the thing that sets it apart for the one-shot sort of gameplay style sessions. Yes, sorry, this is an unboxing. The miniatures look amazing. The cards and stuff, yeah. The miniatures, boom, top-notch stuff, cool mini or not, as always. So stay tuned for the next one. We're going to begin moving through the other 7 expansions. Going to go crazy with these ones, for sure. So if you've enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to all the things that you guys can do to help this channel grow, but especially if you want to get notified of the next video, because once we're done with all of these expansion unboxings, we're going to move into how to actually play the game, which is something I'm actually pretty excited to find out about. Alright guys, that about does us here. As always, my name's Michael, this is Bits Aboard. We'll catch you next time.